Hello friends, in the present video we will understand the concept of cost of capital, introduction and cost of debt, redeemable, irredeemable, as well as we will solve the problems based on the cost of debt. So when you talk about the cost of capital, what do you mean by cost of capital? Cost of capital here refers to it is the minimum rate of return the firm must earn on its proposals or on its investments to maintain its market value and attract funds. So, cost of capital is the required and minimum rate of return which belongs to equity, preference, debt, and retained earnings. If a firm fails to earn that minimum expected rate of return, the market value of the shares will fall and it will result into the reduction of overall wealth of the organization and shareholders. Here basically remember cost of capital is refers to the cost which is associated for raising the funds. Suppose if you have taken 1 lakh rupees on interest at the rate of 10% and you are using that funds for the business, right, production or manufacturing, then whatever cost associated with 1 lakh, the 10% interest additionally what you are paying, that amount is refers to as a cost. So 1 lakh into 10%, 10,000. 10,000 is your cost. In the sense what, when you are investing 1 lakh rupees and paying cost of 10%, that is 10,000, it does means that you must earn more than 10,000. In the sense what, minimum 10,000 you must earn every year so that you will be in profits. If you don't earn that amount, you will be in losses. That is the basic concept of cost of capital. So, definitions. When you talk about the definitions of cost of capital, here I have taken four definitions. Definition given by Hampton, it says cost of capital is the rate of return the firm required from investment in order to increase the value of the firm in the marketplace. In the sense what, if you earn more profit, if you increase your rate of return, of course the value of the firm, value of the business increases, right? Then one more definition, cost of capital is the minimum required rate of earnings, the cutoff rate of capital expenditure. Then further two definitions says a cutoff rate for allocation of capital to investment of projects. It is the rate of return on a project that will leave unchanged the market price of stock. And cost of capital may be defined as the rate that must earn on the net proceeds to provide the elements of the burden at the time they are due. In the sense what, the overall meaning of all the definition is it is the minimum rate that must be earned when you invest money in order to pay the required amount which is due on the time. So that is the reason why I am saying that the cost of capital is the minimum rate which must be earned by the firms to enhance the value of the shares, at the same time to increase the financial position or value of the firm. So, on the basis of the above definitions, we can come to a conclusion that a business will be exposed to three types of risk, right? So, we will talk about the risk, but first of all, we must understand cost of capital is what it is, not a cost as such. It is merely a hurdle rate. It is a cutoff rate. It is the minimum rate of return. It consists three important risks, such as I told you, three important risks. One is zero risk level, another one is business risk, and another one is financial risk. A business is exposed to three types of risk. One is zero risk. In the sense, if you don't take any risk, even you will earn certain minimum amount. The business risk, in the sense you are doing business and you are taking a risk of uh, doing the business, that is business risk. At the same time, in the business you are applying your precious money, taking finance, so that is financial risk. So cost of capital may be represented or measured as K is equals to RO plus B plus F, where K is equals to cost of capital, RO is equals to normal rate of return at zero risk, the minimum rate of return at zero risk. B is the premium for business risk, in the sense you are taking the business risk, therefore how much excess you are getting, how much premium you are getting. You are taking financial risk, even you are applying your money, therefore how much return you are getting on the financial risk. So this is called as cost of capital. Right, this is the basic crux of the cost of capital. Then importance of capital, cost of capital. Why do we calculate this cost of capital? What is the need? What is the importance? So this cost of capital is significant for the management to make financial management decisions with regards to capital budgeting, capital structure, financing decisions, and performance evaluator of a firm. It plays very significant role in all these areas. The cost of capital. That's the reason why it is significant. Then computation of cost of capital. When you talk about the computation of cost of capital, it will be calculated individually, that is specific source of finance. At the same time, it will be calculated overall cost of capital, that is called as weighted average cost of capital, right? So individually and collectively we will calculate this cost of capital. Computation of cost of specific source of finance. When you talk about the specific source of finance, there are four sources of finance for any business. We are talking about the company form of business. We are not talking about the partnership or sole trader. Whenever you bear in mind we are discussing cost of capital, it is refers to company form of business. So computation of each source of finance, that is debt, preference, equity, and retained earnings. So these are the four basic sources of finance we will be having, and we must calculate individually the cost of capital of each source of finance. So first we'll understand cost of debt. In this video we will take up only cost of debt. Further I will make videos where I will explain cost of preference, cost of equity, and cost of retained earnings. So in this we will take up only cost of debt. So when you talk about the cost of debt is the interest. See, whenever we are taking a debt in the sense either it may be debenture or any long-term loan. So when we take the debenture or any long-term loan, on that we must pay fixed percentage of interest. The interest whatever we pay, that is our cost, right? So here we will be talking about irredeemable debt. We are not redeeming this debt. So when you have irredeemable debt, how to calculate the cost of debt? So here we will be having, because interest is a element, is a charge against profit. In the sense what, it will be a item which will be debited to profit and loss account, where your profit will be reduced. Hence interest will have an impact on the tax. So interest will reduce our tax liability. Hence we will calculate in both the ways. One is before tax and is after tax. So when you talk about the before tax, KD is equals to I by NP, where one more after tax also will discuss. KD is equals to I by NP, but besides we are beside that we are adding 1 minus T stands for tax rate. So here KD is equals to cost of debt. So K word we are using as representing cost. D stands for debt. So cost of debt. I stands for interest, where NP stands for net proceeds, where T stands for tax rate. These are the contents of the formula, right? So very simple. Interest, how much we are paying, divided by net proceeds, how much amount we have received through raising the amount from debt. So if you simplify this equation, you will get the cost of debt. So we'll take up this illustration and we'll understand the concept. So under that A bit, X Limited issued 50,000 8% debentures at par. The tax rate applicable to the company is 50%. Compute the cost of debt. Par, premium, discount. Three ways the debt can be issued. Par in the sense the value, the face value only. 50,000 debentures issued at 50,000 only. Premium more than 50,000, discount less than 50,000. Why we need this? Because in order to calculate net proceeds, how much we have received. Then B bit Y Limited issued 50,000 debentures at a premium of 10% and tax rate is 60%. We have changed the values. And A Limited issued 50,000 debentures at a discount of 5% and the tax rate is 50%. B Limited issued 1 lakh 9% debentures at a premium of 10%. The cost of flotation. What do you mean by cost of flotation? For raising the loan, the interest what you pay or the commission what you pay or the expenditure what you incur, that is refers to as a flotation cost. So this will be deducted in order to calculate net proceeds. The tax rate is 60%. So all these situations A, B, C, D, we must calculate cost of debt. These all we must calculate irredeemable debt. It is not redeemable. So again, I have taken the question. We will solve the problems. KD is equals to I by NP into 1 minus T tax rate. Right? Situation 1. So interest is 4,000. How it is 4,000? Because 50,000 into 8% interest is 4,000 divided by 50,000 because we have issued at par, right, is equals to into 1 minus T. Tax rate is 0.5. That is 50%. I have written it as 0.5, we can say. So that is equals to 4,000 divided by 50,000 into 0.5 is equals to, we are getting either 0.04 or it is called as 4%. So this is our cost of debt after tax. Then B, 4,000 divided by net proceeds. In this case, net proceed, how to calculate B bit? Because we are issuing debentures at a premium. So 50,000 plus 10%, 55,000 is our net proceeds. So 55,000 we are taking as denominator into 1 minus tax rate is 0.6. Therefore, is equals to our percentage of cost of debt is 2.91%. Right? So C bit, 4,000 is the interest rate divided by debentures are issued at a discount, in this case 5%. Therefore, net proceed is equals to 50,000 minus 5%, that is 47,500. So we are taking the same amount as denominator into 1 minus T, that is 0.5, is equals to 4.21 percentage is our cost of debt. Whereas in case of D bit, 9,000 is the interest because 1 lakh rupees and interest rate is 9%. 1 lakh into 9%, that is 9,000 divided by net proceed. Net proceed is equals to 1 lakh rupees plus 10%, 1 lakh 10,000, because we are issuing at a premium. But we are incurring certain flotation cost at the rate of 2%. So we did minus 2%, that is equals to 1,07,800 is our net proceed. Please bear in mind 1 lakh plus premium 10%. From that we are deducting 2% as flotation cost. So our total amount, that is net proceed received, is 1,07,800. So we are taking 1,07,800 as our denominator, is equals to 1 minus T, that is 60% is the tax rate, is equals to, our answer is 3.34 percentage. Right? So like this we need to calculate the cost of debt. Right? We'll take up cost of redeemable debt. When it is redeemable, when you have raised the amount of debentures or any long-term loan and you promise to make the payment after a certain period, that is called as redeemable. Redeemable is refunding and returning back the amount from whom we have raised. So the formula for redeemable debt calculation is before tax, that is KD is equals to I interest plus 1 by N. N stands for number of years into RV, redeemable value. How much value we are giving to them back, redeemable value. at a premium or discount, what it be, minus NP net proceed, how much we are received, divided by half of the RV plus NP net proceeds. So this is the formula. So when it is after tax, just the same formula, but we are adding 1 minus T beside I. If you see beside I, we are adding 1 minus T. Respective rest of the things are remain same. Right? Formula content is remain same. So tax implication will be there after tax. Right? This is the formula for calculation where I is equals to annual interest, T is equals to tax rate, N is equals to number of years in which the debt is redeemed. RV is equals to redeemable value. What do you mean by redeemable value? While giving money, while refunding the money, how much we are giving to them. That is redeemable value. Where NP is equals to net proceed, how much we are receiving. Already you know. So we'll see this question. A company issues 10 lakhs 10% redeemable debentures at a discount of 5%. The flotation cost comes to 30,000. Debentures are redeemable after 5 years. After 5 years, we are redeeming the debentures. Calculate before and after tax cost of debt. Right, before tax. Apply the formula. KD is equals to I plus 1 by N into RV minus NP divided by half of the RV plus NP. So 10,000 is the interest. How did I calculate this interest? 10 lakhs into 10%, 10,000, that is interest, right? Then, right, the same thing I have explained again, kept it here. Then plus 1 by 5. Why did I take 1 by 5? Because after 5 years we are redeeming. Then RV is the redeemable value. Redeemable value is the same value because nothing is stated regarding redemption, premium, discount, or what it means. Therefore, we consider the 10 lakhs only the redeemable value. Minus net proceeds. Net proceeds we have taken 9 lakh 20,000. Why 9 lakh 20,000? Because we are issuing the debentures at a discount, that is 5%. So 10 lakh into 5%, that is 50,000, right? In the discount amount, as well as flotation cost 30,000. So if you deduct these two items, then you will get 9 lakh 20,000 is the net proceeds that we have received. Then divided by half of the RV plus NV. If you simplify the equation, you are getting 10 lakhs 1 lakh plus 16,000 divided by 9 lakh 60,000 is equals to, for the simplification, you will get 12.8%. 08%. This is the cost of debt. So like this we need to calculate, right? The same question we have taken for calculation after tax. Earlier we have calculated before tax. So after tax redeemable debt is equals to KD is equals to the same formula, but 1 minus T is added beside I. So apply the formula, the same thing already we have calculated. So 1 minus T is added, that is 0.5, that is tax rate. So same calculation that I already have explained in the previous slide. So how much you will be getting? The answer is 6.875 percentage. If you simplify the equation, you'll get 6.875 percentage is what our cost of debt, that is after tax. Then one more illustration I have taken here to better understand. So once we understand this, we can wind up this video. Right, a 5 years 100 rupees 100 debentures of a firm can be sold for a net price of 96.5. This is the net proceeds, right, what we are receiving. The coupon rate of interest is 14% per annum. Always interest will be calculated on face value, please bear in mind. And the debentures will be redeemed at a premium of 5%. So while refunding, we are giving not 100 rupees but 105 rupees on maturity. The firm's tax rate is 40%. Compute the tax before and after tax cost of debt. Right, this is a very important sum. Right, before tax cost of redeemable debt. Apply the formula. So where 14, how I got 14? 100 rupees into 14% interest, 14 rupees, plus 1 by 5 into 105. Why did I get 105? Because we are redeeming 100 plus 5% premium on redemption, so 105 minus net proceed is also already given, that is 96.5, right? 100 plus 5%, that is 105. So half of the 105 plus 96.5. If you simplify the equation, you are getting 15.58% is our cost of debt before tax. When you calculate after tax, it will be the same formula, but 1 minus t will be additionally added beside I. So same 14. So 1 minus t is 1 minus 0.4. Tax rate is 40%. So if you simplify the equation, you will be getting how much? 10.025 percentage. This is our cost of debt in case of redeemable debt. Most important, while redeeming, we are giving 5% premium. That is, redeemable value will be 105. Clear? So these are the basic crux of the cost of capital and cost of debt. So thank you very much for being patient listeners and watching my video. I hope I made you understand. Follow and subscribe my channel Mentor the Trusted Guide for more qualitative content, qualitative videos for the students. Right? So please do motivate me. And further videos pertaining to other concepts will be made soon. Thank you.